Hello, everybody. My name is Mars. You can call me MG if you would like, and I am so freaking excited because today I am starting the first draft of my new project. Project Runaway is what I've been calling it. It is a standalone adult romantasy book. I do have other projects that I thought I would be prioritizing at this point in the year, namely Whimsy, my adult fantasy romance duology. I do differentiate between fantasy romance and romantasy. For me, fantasy romance is a fantasy story with a romance plotline, and romantasy is a romance story that happens to take place in a fantasy world. Of course, now that I'm filming, all the cars want to go by. That's really rude, but we're just going to roll with it. I have been editing Whimsy, or I tried to edit Whimsy to get a draft 2 of the first book, and I got 2.5 chapters in and kind of just hit a wall, and I didn't want to work on it anymore. That's not even exactly accurate. I do want to work on it. I want to work on it so bad, but I just cannot bring myself to. I feel like for the past year and some change, it's just been really hard for me to do hard writing things, which sounds absolutely ridiculous to say out loud like that, but 2023, most of 2024, I was so on my game with writing. I knew what I wanted to write, words were coming easy, edits were coming easy, I published several books, and then after I published my third book, Exquisite Corpse, pretty much everything I've tried to work on since then just hasn't stuck. You know, we had Space Dragons, we had my Sapphic Cowboy book, we had, what else have I worked on? I don't even know. Always Drowning, Never Dying, my Sapphic horror book, we had Salvation, another horror book that I was working on. Now we have Whimsy, we had Roll for Romance, my contemporary romance series. So many projects that I still absolutely love and want to work on, but at various points throughout working on them, I just got stuck and never returned to them. So, I don't even know what that says about me, but we are going to go where the plot bunnies tell us to go. We're going to stick with the muses, and right now my muses are with my project Runaway, and I have spent a few weeks. Geez, what is with all of the cars going by as soon as I start filming? I swear it's been so quiet all morning. I don't know what's happening. But the past few weeks I have been working on world building, I've been doing some character work, I drew out a silly little map. I am not a cartographer by any means, this is not the right notebook. This is the notebook I want. But I drew, like, a little map for myself, which I think is really silly and cute, and a good way for me to visualize things. I did make a background for my phone that I'm going to change to be my phone background today to symbolize me starting this draft. I'll put it up here for you to look at. Yes, I do have actual people on this one because this is the first time, I think it's the first time I've had like genuine face claims for characters. I don't know why it's so loud outside. That's so weird. But yes, my female main character's face claim is Robin Wright as Buttercup from The Princess Bride, and as another loud bus goes by, male main character's face claim is Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, two of my favorite fantasy movies of all time, and two of my childhood crushes, so I think it's just very funny to have them be my face claims for my characters. It kind of feels like when I was younger and I had Barbies and I would like make them kiss. That's what it feels like, but I'm doing it with my childhood crushes instead. Yeah, what are some tropes for this book I guess I can share with you? So it is a runaway princess and a disgraced knight. It is an age gap. My female main character is about 26 and my male main character is about 38. It has magic as science, specifically alchemy. It, has queer characters. Both of my main characters are bisexual, and my female main character is trans. Completely blanking on every other trope in this book. It is spicy. There are several spicy scenes. Well, I assume there will be once I write it. I have not outlined this book, which is crazy if you know me, because up until this point in my life, all of my books, I've had a very rigorous outlining, like, what is the word? The way that I outline is very, like, multi-stepped and meticulous. And with this one, I literally just wrote down a bulleted list of scene ideas with no details, no nothing, just like this happens, this happens, this happens, and I have them in roughly the order that I want them to be in the story, but obviously that can change. And I'm a little bit scared, but maybe that's something that is like messing with me and my writing, and I just need to try something different, and this is trying something a little bit different. So we are going to go into this draft without a real outline, and when I come to a spot where I don't know what happens next, I'm just gonna make it up as I go. Very scary, but you know what? We will never get there if I don't start. So I'm going to start this draft today. I've already created my document. I'm not setting any goals for like how many words I want to get or how long I want to work on it. I am just going to write and stop when I feel like stopping, and that will be how much I write today, and that is what this vlog is. So now that I've been rambling for like 8 minutes, I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to cut out, but I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna start writing and come back to you with my first thoughts after I've gotten a little bit into the story. Okay, friends, it has been about half an hour and I've written 670 words, not a bad shout. I found a romantasy ambiance video on YouTube. I just literally searched romantasy ambiance and clicked on one of the first ones, and it is really setting the vibe. I am really liking it. It feels very Lord of the Rings-y, which is great because I love Lord of the Rings. I mean, one of my face claims is Aragorn. So yeah, enjoying that. I think I'm gonna go get a little snack and then jump back into writing and do another little session and see how far I can get. Right now, my female main character, her name is Odile. I don't know if I said that. She has run away. She's in the middle of the woods trying to get from the city she's running away from to a different city, and she has just run out of food. She spent the night sleeping in a tree, so she is very sore. And she stumbles upon this cabin, and she's like, I don't know how to feel about this. And she determines that there's no one in there, so she's gonna go. And then a scent catches her attention, and it is the smell of freshly baked bread. And she's like, maybe I don't have to leave just yet. And so that prompts her decision to, she feels bad about it, and she does plan on leaving some things as like an exchange, but she's essentially going to steal some food because she has just run out of food and she still has a very long way to go on foot to get to this other city. And spoiler alert for the upcoming chapters, this is just chapter 1, is her on her own finding this cabin and everything, but chapter 2 is the male main character's POV. His name is Bernard, and he shows up and he's like, who the fuck are you? Why are you in my cabin eating my food? And that is their meet cute, I suppose. But yeah, if I can get this first chapter done today, consider that a fantastic success. Honestly, writing 670 words is a fantastic success. But yeah, I'm gonna go get myself a little snack and then settle back in. Maybe I'll go pet my cats a little bit. I haven't seen them in a couple of hours because I've been in the office, but yeah, I will come back after I've done a second little writing session. Okay, friends, I've done just over an hour of writing total, and I've gotten 1,766 words. Absolutely killing it. I'm so happy with that number. It is a very short chapter 1 and maybe about half of chapter 2. My characters are conversing right now and talking about this situation that has arisen, and I am happy with my words. Are they perfect? Absolutely not, but they are pretty good. I'm glad that I have started this draft, even though I'm a little bit scared to continue on with it without knowing exactly where I'm going. But yeah, I am happy with this first day of drafting, and hopefully, fingers crossed, things continue on well and I don't get stuck and abandon the project. We will just have to wait and see. I am going to try and do more writing stuff on this channel. I have always intended for this channel to be a good mix of reading and writing content, but I feel like I always end up veering more into the reading sphere, and I don't want to give that up. I do love talking about all the things that I'm reading, but I do want to do more writing stuff, be that vlogs or just general updates talking about my projects and how they're going. So I will hopefully be giving that to you guys in the future, and I think doing these little bite-sized vlogs might be the way to at least start doing that, just being like, let's see how much I can write in one day kind of thing like this. So I am happy with this start. Unfortunately, I now have to go get ready for work because I do have a regular job and I've got a weird shift today. I'm working 3 to 9, which just feels so off to me. I don't know. But maybe I'll treat myself to a little bit of ice cream. I do work at an ice cream shop, if you didn't know, and I try not to eat on every shift, but I think today I deserve a little bit of a treat for starting this draft. So yeah, let me know how writing is going for you guys, what stage of the writing process you're at with your project or projects, if you're like me and you're always in the middle of many. But if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel for more content, and that way I will see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone.